Welcome. Thanks for joining me. And I want to say I truly appreciate all that you do. I'm super grateful that we have people out there like you on the front lines, helping our communities survive and thrive. I wanted to pay you back by giving you a video that you could do once you get home and you're ready to just detox from the day, do something a little good for yourself, and you can stay in the final position as long as you need to restore. Just a little something good to get yourself off your feet, into your body, and really truly letting go of the day. So these are some of my favorite stretches. I hope they benefit you as much as they benefited me in my times of stress. So we're going to come to the floor. If you can't quite sit comfortably on the floor, grab some pillows. I always sit on a pillow or a blanket underneath. Pop them up so you can sit comfortably cross-legged. And you're just going to come to a cross-legged position, sitting up tall, lengthening out through the spine. Let your eyes close. Just let your hands rest on your thighs or in your lap. We're just going to let go of the day with 5 cleansing breaths. Take a full inhale in and sigh it out. Inhaling. Let it go. Inhale a little bit deeper. Exhaling, letting go of anything you're holding on to that's not serving you. 2 more times. Inhale. Relax the shoulders as you exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. And let it go. Just sit for a couple moments. Let your breathing come back to normal. Knowing you can always use those sighs. I know I like to use those sighs when I need to let things go and I feel a little overwhelmed. They usually help me refocus and center. Sometimes that's all I need in the day. Since today's a day when you might need a little bit more, go ahead and let those eyes blink open. Still sitting comfortably either on the floor, on those blocks, or whatever you have underneath you, bolsters. Take your right shin in front of your left shin. Have a little bit of space between your pelvis and your shins. And then sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, start to lengthen forward. So hands can come by your knees, they can come forward. You're just going to lengthen forward, press back into those hips by using your hands. And then maybe even press those elbows into the knees. And then see if you can push your heels away from one another so you're going to flex your feet. This will give you a nice little stretch through your hips, maybe even into your low back. You can even round into the spine if that feels good. Sometimes I like to lengthen on my inhales, and I like to round on my exhales. It just helps me get a little bit deeper into the low back. I know when I've been standing and moving around a lot on my feet all day, this feels great into my low back. And then inhale, come all the way up. And exhale. Finding a twist here, inhale, takes those arms up. And as you exhale, twist to the right. Right hand's gonna come behind you. Your left hand can come to your left shin. Maybe it goes over to the right knee. And then rotate the chest back. Good. As you inhale, rotate the chest forward, keep the hands where they are. Exhale, rotate back. Inhale to the front. Exhale to the back. 1 more time, inhale. And exhale. Good. Take a big inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, takes those arms up. As you exhale, take the right arm down by your side. Take your left arm overhead. So press into that right arm. Roll the right shoulder back. Reach up through those left fingers and keep the arm as straight as possible and bring it over the head. Good. And then from here, bend the elbow. Let that arm kind of drape over the top of your head. See if you can find a little bit of lift in the chest. And then if it feels okay, maybe start to bend into that right elbow. Good. Find a little bit more sideways stretch. Let the left hip be heavy. Exhale fully here. Good. As you inhale, bring your hand to the back of your head. Fingers are going to stay nice and wide. Inhale, opens the chest, look up. And as you exhale, take that top elbow, bring it down to your bottom knee. Inhale will open you up. Keep pressing into the right hand. Exhale, round. Good. As you inhale, open, draw the shoulder blades together, maybe look up. And then as you exhale, bring that elbow to your knee. It doesn't have to touch. Inhale one more time, open. And exhale, round. Inhale takes that left arm, reach it all the way up. Exhale, lean it over to the right. Press into that right hand. Inhale reaches you up. And as you exhale, bring the hands back behind you. You're going to press into the floor. Thumbs are going to point forward, fingers point out. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, and then bend the elbows so the elbows draw toward one another. So opening up the chest. If it feels okay, lift the chin. Maybe rock a little bit from side to side. Good. Inhale, presses yourself up. And then as you exhale, you're going to switch those shins around. So your left shin will be in front. Good. Flex through the feet, push through those heels, sit up tall, take an inhale. And then exhale, start to lengthen forward. So lengthening forward any little bit. Maybe your elbows press into those knees. Maybe you find a little bit of movement, rounding and lengthening out with your breath. So just tuning into those sensations of the body, feeling the day, feeling yourself let go of that day. Noticing where your body feels it the most. Good. A couple more breaths here. Exhale fully here. As you inhale, start to bring yourself up. And exhale. As you inhale, sweep those arms up. And then exhale, rotate to the left. Good. So your right hand can be on the front, or it can be over on top of the left thigh. As you inhale, look back. Exhale, hold. Good. Inhale, rotate the chest to the front. Exhale, twist. Inhale, rotate to the front. Exhale, twist. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Good. Pause there. Press down, lift it. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reaches those arms up. As you exhale, left hand down, right arm reaches up. Press into that left hand. And then exhale, take that right arm overhead. Keep it as straight as possible. Let that right hip be heavy. Good. Keep lifting and lengthening, and then let that arm relax over the head. Good. Maybe it comes behind the head. You just have a little bit of weight and start to bend into that left elbow a little bit more. Finding some length in the side waist. And working up on some mobility into the spine. As you inhale, press back into that left elbow. Exhale brings the fingertips to the back of the head. Take an inhale, open the chest. And then exhale, round toward that bottom knee. Inhale, open the chest, shoulder blades together. Exhale, round into the upper back as you roll forward. One more time, inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale, lift and lengthen, reach that right arm up. And then exhale, lean it over to the left one more time. Inhale brings you all the way back up. And as you exhale one more time, hands behind you. Maybe you draw those hands a little bit closer behind you. Elbows bend toward one another. Lift the chest, press into the hands, and then lean back into those hands. Lift the chin. Take a full inhale here. Exhale. Pressing into those hands. Inhale brings you back up. And exhale, pause. Good. Draw the soles of your feet together. Called Baddha Konasana. Again, you can stay seated up onto your cushion, your blanket, your bolster, whatever you need to under your hips so you can sit up tall. We're doing a little bit of cat-cow, some stuff for our spine, so getting that spine going as well as getting into the hips. So wrap your hands either around your toes or around your ankles. As you inhale, let the heart come forward, let the shoulders roll back, lift the chin and chest. As you exhale, round the shoulders, draw your chin toward your chest as you round into the low back. Inhale, draws the shoulders back, look up. Exhale, round, really round into the low back. Inhale, lift up, lean forward. As you exhale, lean back, chin to chest. Good. From here, inhale, lift up. And then exhale, pause. Good. As you inhale, draw those knees up toward your shoulders. Exhale, draw them down to the floor. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Good. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. If it feels okay, lean forward. If that doesn't feel good, just stay here. Sometimes it feels good just to bring the hands back behind you and rock a little bit. Do so mindfully. Press in with the feet, lengthening it out. And if you can, hinge forward a little bit more. Maybe your arms even reach forward in front of you. Good. 3 more breaths here. Just feeling the hips. Feel the length of the spine. Exhale fully. Good. As you inhale, come back to center. Exhale, go ahead and bring your feet out in front of you. You're going to lay all the way down onto your back. Here's where you might want to even get closer to a wall. We're going to do legs up the wall, or you can do your legs supported by a cushion, so a supported bridge pose. You have either or. I'm just going to use, I have a couple cushions here. I'm going to stack those up, and I'm going to slip those underneath my hips to give myself a little bit of lift. And you can stack them as high or as low as you need. I'm going to take one and make it a little bit higher. So it's right there underneath your hips. And then you're just going to pause there. So you can either be here, or you can go up toward the wall and lay your legs up the wall. So your legs are then supported by the wall, or your legs are just up here. Even if that's too much, you can have your hips here, just normal with your feet down. If you have a chair, you can even place, or your couch, place your ankles right up there onto that chair to let your legs relax. Your hips are just getting a little bit of lift, and you can always make this as high or as low as you need, depending on how you're feeling that day. So getting those hips up, finding some release here, and then take those shoulder blades, roll them onto your back, let your arms open wide. And take a few deep breaths here. So again, you can keep your feet on the floor in this little supported bridge pose. This always feels great. Or start to take those legs up toward the ceiling. Maybe start to point and flex through the feet, giving those feet a well-deserved break. You can roll the ankles in and out, circling them. And if this feels good, especially if you're at the wall and your legs are up the wall and this is feeling good and you want to stay here for longer, please do. Any of these poses feel great. Just stay as long as you need. Maybe even giving those legs a little shake out. Whatever's going to feel good to you. We have about 3 more breaths here. Letting those legs reverse the blood flow. Give them a break from carrying you around all day. And slowly bending the knees. If you're at the wall, feel free to stay there. Bringing those feet back to the floor. Sliding yourself up off of those pillows, blankets, whatever you're on. And allowing yourself to just lay on the floor for a moment. Just let the body readjust to being on the floor. Maybe even take those legs out long. And then start to draw those knees into the chest. Give them a squeeze. Maybe take the knees wide, rock a little bit from side to side. My favorite pose, especially when I've been walking a lot and my hips feel tight, my low back feels tight, is happy baby. So I'm going to flex my feet. You have 2 options. You can hug, flex your feet up to the ceiling, and then hug the backs of your knees, backs of your thighs. So your feet are flexing up, so that's going to get into your hips. If your heels are closer to your hips, you don't quite feel that. Maybe you grab onto your shins or your ankles and draw down. Or maybe you reach up and grab to the inside of your heels and you just kind of rock back and forth. So let the weight of your arms Draw those legs down, and then just rock from side to side, noticing the sensations all through the hips, the inner groin, the outer hip, maybe even into that low back. And go and release that, give those legs a little shake up to the ceiling. And then bending those knees, extend those legs out. Point through the feet, lengthen out, reach the arms overhead. Give yourself a long stretch here, maybe even a yawn. And as you exhale, bring the hands by your side. Let those legs open up a little bit wider, arms a little bit wider. Press the back of the head into the floor and rock your head from side to side a couple times. Massaging the back of the head. And then come back to center. Maybe placing one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, or maybe both hands on your belly. Take a big inhale here. And sigh it out. One more time, inhale. Let it go. One more time, inhale as much as you can. And then sighing out. Letting go of anything you need to. Keeping all that is good inside, letting go of all that is negative. Allowing your hands to open up again, arms open up. Staying here as long as you need, as long as feels good. Maybe even doing a few more cleansing breaths. Allowing yourself to stay as long as you need to restore from your day. Maybe going into legs up the wall, or maybe just staying here and thinking of all the awesome things that you did today. Take a moment. Recall one thing in your life that you truly are grateful for. Allow a smile to be on your face. Thank you for joining me. I thank you for all that you do each and every day. Hopefully this practice is a little bit of benefit to you as much as you are a benefit to all those in your community. Thank you so much. Namaste.